Hey everyone, you're listening to Nerd Boys Comic Blog. I'm Marco.
I'm Charles.
And today we're going to talk about everything from Marvel from San Diego Comic-Con 2017.
Woo!
That's all I could hear for all the leaked footage.
Yes, all of the fanboys.
And girls.
Fanboys and girls.
Well, I think most of the fangirls were just making that noise.
Well, yeah, because they seen Loki and was like, oh my god!
Not just Loki, but we got Chris Hemsworth,
Yeah,
Chris
he got
Evans.
all those games. So, where do we start?
I think first things first. Infinity War.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest thing that came out of San Diego Comic-Con. Wow.
Yes.
22 movies?
Yeah, the fourth Avenger movie will be like the 23rd, 22nd.
22 movies? 10 years?
10 solid years, yes.
10 years? We done had, over maybe 20 heroes? 20 solid heroes in these movies?
A good amount of heroes.
Good amount of heroes?
And a good amount of villains.
Yeah. I mean, not many of them stay around, but we had a good amount of them.
Yeah, and Thanos being the final boss.
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, man. He's that boss, you already know, it's gonna be dangerous. He's that final boss that, no one is prepared for. You didn't bring all your spells, you didn't bring all your potions, you thought you had your system down intact. No, they're useless against him.
He's Dark Souls level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a badass. The tone from this trailer, as you watch other trailers, it's okay, I'm having fun. I'm just gonna go ahead and say Black Panther, Thor, Spider-Man trailer when you've seen it, Civil War. The tone of this one, it literally, excuse my language, shit hits the fan.
Yeah, and it's not officially released. It's the leaked trailer.
9 times out of 10, if you're watching YouTube, you probably have came across that trailer.
Yeah, and if
One
you
way or
haven't,
another.
we're sorry. We're gonna ruin this entire trailer for you.
Now, it's 2017. The moment it hits the internet, it's always on the internet.
Yeah, it's just gonna keep getting deleted and popping back up. But yeah, eventually you will watch it, whoever you are listening to this right now.
Yeah, it's this is literally what everything has led up to. Part 1 of it.
Yeah, and part 2.
Just seeing, from that trailer what's going to be involved in this movie, I am afraid for the heroes, for the very first time.
Yeah.
Civil War, it's whatever. Age of Ultron, it's yeah, you're dealing with a robot. But now I'm I feel like someone's going to die. I don't know who.
We have our own thoughts on that.
Yeah. See, I mean, I'm just go ahead and, if you haven't seen the trailer, I'm sorry. But, you should have been full prepared when you had seen what this video title was. Seeing Thor getting grabbed by his head by Thanos, I swear I thought I heard, a cracking sound of, a skull or something. I was just sitting there, I'm looking, I'm oh my god. Because me, it's whenever, stuff hits the fan, I'm when Hulk gets out of control, I'm Thor got this situation. Seeing even a Hulkbuster suit, I was just I don't think that's going to be enough.
Yeah, okay, so the opening bit was pretty funny with Thor landing on the windshield. Yeah. And that's a fun interaction between the Guardians and Thor. It's your first kind of gateway into the feeling of this movie. Because it's the final crossover, more or less. Because we don't know who's coming back for Avengers 5 or 6 or whatnot. And Mark Ruffalo kind of let it slip out that everyone's going to die.
I mean, he probably could be just saying that, and it's just he's trolling everyone.
He could be. I mean, yeah, he seems like the kind of guy who'd be oh, the fans are going to freak out if I say everyone dies.
Yeah, I mean, believe me, if it was something that they didn't want to be said, it wouldn't have been said.
And everyone's pretty good at keeping Tom Holland hush-hush about it.
All those interviews are hilarious.
Yeah, especially Benedict Cumberbatch's one where he's I can answer that for him.
And then randomly go off topic.
Yep. But by the way, it's just, oh my god, I'm so excited because Spider-Man has the new suit in this trailer.
Yes, the Iron Spider.
It's a variation, but it's the Iron Spider.
Well, it's the suit that you've seen at the end of Homecoming. If you didn't see that movie yet, what's wrong with you? You're not a fan.
Yeah, okay, so spoilers for any Marvel movie you haven't seen yet. We're going to talk about all of them.
Wait a minute, first of all, if you're watching this video and you haven't seen the movies, what is stopping you?
I mean, Homecoming is still about a month old, so...
Yeah, so you didn't have close to 30 days.
They had time.
Yeah.
But people, they usually like to wait.
You can't wait.
I know some people who like to wait until the theaters are a little bit emptier.
I hope they're not your friends.
I have friends like that.
They're not your friends.
Okay, well.
They're not your friends.
Don't listen to them. They're still my friends.
But seeing everything in this trailer, we always knew Thanos' presence existed.
Oh, yeah.
With the Guardians, it made it known even more. But just seeing this trailer, him coming across these heroes, seeing like they're just beaten, they're down and out. Like, this is like that final altercation where they didn't even show like the Black Order. They didn't show anything about them in it. Like, I've seen like a little glimpses here and there.
Yeah, with like Scarlet Witch, she looks like she's fighting one of them.
And
maybe.
even Spider-Man, it looked like he was fighting one of them. But like, other than that, like just everything else, it was just like they were just swept through by Thanos.
Yeah. And he only had one stone at that time.
Yeah.
The Space Stone.
Oh, that's what that was? The Space Stone?
Yeah, it's the Tesseract. Oh, the Tesseract is the space one.
I feel, I guess, like, which I kind of like compared to the comics, that these two movies is actually him collecting, like, the Infinity Stones.
Yeah, it's like the Thanos quest, and then I guess the second one's going to be Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be nice. Infinity War, Infinity Gauntlet.
Or, I'll get back to that later, but... the whole fight between Thanos and the Avengers, like, everyone looks scared.
Yeah.
And everyone looks like they're already beaten, bruised up.
I mean, like, they coming into this fight, like, already, like... It's like when you, like, in an RPG and you're playing, and next thing you know, you, like, walk into this room and it just auto-save, and you just, like... I didn't prepare myself for, like, enough potions. What's going on?
It's like they wasted all their potions on the mini-bosses, the Black Order, a.k.a. Thanos' kids, apparently, in the movie.
Yeah.
Even though it's not like that in the comics.
I mean, everyone's Thanos' kids.
Oh, yeah. He has so many adopted kids.
Yes, he just kidnaps them and be like, look at me, I'm your daddy now.
Yeah. I think Gamora's going to have a lot of family issues there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But I feel like these, like, the top ranking, like, of his children. That's why they are called the Black Order.
Oh, yeah. Like, she probably didn't even know about them.
I wouldn't be surprised. Because, I mean, it's funny because even, like, when it came down to, like, Gamora and,
Nebula.
Nebula, they never really talked about, other siblings.
Yeah, it wasn't really... It was always between them two, basically.
Also, no Hulk.
Yeah, no Hulk, which probably has something to do with Thor Ragnarok.
I mean, possibly. I can... Either that, or it's just, like... I feel like Thanos knows, like, okay, this is someone I might have a problem with, so I'm gonna have someone else deal with the situation.
Yeah. And, maybe he got his girlfriend to deal with that.
Yeah. I'm segue into another trailer that they showed.
Oh, yeah, the Thor Ragnarok trailer, which... I'm alright that there's a second trailer. I said this before, but I really wanted only one trailer for Thor, because it was so perfect.
Honestly, and this is something that, like, at first I was like, okay. At first I didn't care, but after, like, Spider-Man Homecoming, yes, there was a lot in the trailer, but there was still a lot in the movie that you didn't see, and I was leaning towards your way. But I now feel like as if only for Marvel movies, I'm okay with watching all the trailers and clips because I feel like it's nothing compared to the actual movie.
Yeah. The movie tells a much more cohesive story than the trailers. The trailers are hype.
Yes.
But the movie is like, it puts everything into context.
See, some movies, they don't know how to make a proper trailer. So when we see the trailers, we're like, okay, either we've been told everything, which sometimes it is true, and you might get like an Easter egg here and there, a little surprise in the actual movie. But then there's some of them where it just like completely like, I mean, not even just tells, like it spoils like the biggest like plot in the movie. So with Marvel, they never really tell you like what's happening. Like with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, we kept seeing the trailers, but I mean honestly, no one could expect anything that happened within like the last like maybe 45 minutes of the movie.
Oh yeah, that was like mostly a mystery.
Yeah.
If you didn't know that Kurt Russell was Ego, then
I mean,
did I say Vigo or Ego?
You was finna say Vigo.
Yeah.
But I mean, they kind of hinted at that. They did show it, I believe, in one of the trailers. And it was just like, you know, well, you didn't watch all of them, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, so they actually did show it. But it's one of those, okay, we knew, like, that they was going to mention his father. We knew that was kind of a big thing. But I mean, with Yondu dying, like, they didn't hint at that at all. There was nothing.
There wasn't even that much Yondu in the trailers.
Exactly. I've seen them from, like, you know, all the clips, but in the trailers, none.
Yeah. But Thor Ragnarok, the trailer.
Yes. So I guess, like, only reason I'm bringing up Hulk, because, like, I really love his scenes in the trailers, especially at the end of the trailer, where he's like, yeah, we both are like flames. He's like, yes, I'm a big, strong flame. You're a very puny flame.
Yeah. Hulk like raging fire, and Thor like smoldering flame.
And he's talking more in Hulk form, which I guess like some people did some research, Mr. Sunday Movies, where he actually explained where I guess Hulk has been like in his Hulk form this entire time.
Yeah.
And haven't reverted back to Bruce Banner for, I guess, like 2 years.
Yep, 2 years.
I'm like, good God. And I guess he must have reverted back because they actually showed Bruce Banner, wear a nice suit jacket on and cool shirt.
Yeah, like, I'm wondering how the Collector
You're
has...
in space. Where
Not
did you
the
get these
Collector.
clothes from?
I wonder where the Grandmaster gets all his clothes from.
Probably stuff that got shipped out and they was like, this seemed like some pretty good stuff.
Yeah, it's probably some 80s clothes. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's just my style. Just like Mark Ruffalo's style.
Yeah. but I mean, Thor trailer, like, oh, it's great. Loki, it's weird because even though he's a bad guy, I'm starting, like, he's like an anti-hero.
He is. He's like the lovable scoundrel.
Yes.
Yeah, I took over Asgard, but, I'm your brother.
You me?
You knew I was going to do this. And then the
No.
opening with, like, Thor talking to Hulk, like, a casual conversation. It's like, I lost my hammer. That happened yesterday, so it's still pretty fresh. And then I met you.
Oh. Now, what I'm hoping, and I mean, it's kind of hinted there, Lady Death. Hello?
Yeah.
I seriously think that's just like Mistress Death. And like Thanos, I feel like where like they accidentally like, destroy her, kill her or whatever. And that's why Thanos is like, okay, I'm now finna start making my move. You don't mess with my woman.
I don't think they'll kill her or destroy her, but I'm pretty sure they'll mess with her. And then Thanos will show up and probably knock Thor into space and Hulk into hell.
And I feel like he's going to show up like at the very last scene. And then that's where it's like Black Panther, it's very like a self-contained story, so it's going to be on its own thing. But like I can see that. I feel like the end credit scene will be Thor flying into the Guardian ship, into the Milano.
Yeah, that would be the perfect end credits. Just like a nice mid-credit scene right there.
Yeah.
And then the final post-credit could be like, Loki.
Yeah.
I'm doing Loki things.
Because I mean, right now, as I see Marvel, they're just like like with Spider-Man. It was like, we're setting up for the next Spider-Man movie, but we're not going to, tie it into like the much more bigger picture. Because I mean, he's still a small town hero.
Yeah, he's their friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, not a big Avenger yet.
Yes. Now Thor, it's gonna have to play with the big boys.
Oh yeah, it's the final movie, the final cosmic movie before we get into Infinity War.
Yeah, which the next one is Black Panther.
Yeah. Well, but before we go to Black Panther, I just want to kind of mention how Thor is now basically a Guardian.
Yeah.
Like his movie's way too colorful, and it feels like a 90s throwback, and also like it's got a lot of wackiness to it that I can't really explain.
I feel like that they've done that because the first Thor was like a good origin story for him. The second one, they know a lot of people really didn't click with it, and I guess they was like, okay, we kind of screwed up. We used that like Warner Brothers filter on that movie, so now we want to change things up. Like I actually seen Thor: The Dark World again, and I mean, I slightly enjoyed myself, but it just doesn't feel like as if it fits into like the overall like Marvel like tone. It was a little dark.
Yeah, it's like it's the Dark Elves from the Dark World. So
yeah,
but Ragnarok is like video game, action, neon lights, everything's really bright, and there's like statues of the Grandmaster with ladies.
Yeah, it was like maybe he has his own like little thing going on.
It feels like that world Peter Quill would have made. That's what the Grandmaster has set up for him right now. There's gonna be a Pac-Man and like Farrah Fawcett right there.
No, I'm really feeling this Thor trailer. I'm not surprised. I know it's going to be a good movie, and I'm going to enjoy myself.
Yeah, but on to the other kind of movie going on.
Black Panther?
Black Panther.
See, so I guess they showed the clip, which I didn't get a chance to see yet, and I guess...
Well, it hasn't leaked as of right now.
Yeah. I guess after they seen like... Because I believe they probably showed it after like Infinity War, and they was like, we done seen this already leaked. Drop off your cell phones before you come in.
No, I think it was during the same panel, just like no one really got any footage.
Like... It's Black Panther, and I'm not trying to knock it, but like Infinity War is like a much grander scale. Like we all still excited about like Black Panther, but it's on a much like grander scale. It's like, let me use this comparison. Like, okay, you want something? Nah, that's too far. It's way too far. Like you want steak. And you like, okay, I'm gonna just go out, go out to a normal restaurant, get like, a New York strip steak, or, go to my local diner. But then, that's Black Panther. Like, I know the steak is going to be good. That's exactly what I want. I don't expect anything less from it. But then you really want to go out and get some really good steak. You go to Fogo de Chão. Yeah. It's like this big steak place in Chicago. I don't know if it's a chain, but yeah, it's big place. So that's how Infinity War is. Infinity War is Fogo de Chão. Or we can even put it to cars like, I like driving, a regular like Honda Civic. They're really nice cars, Honda is a really good brand. But Infinity War, that's a Mercedes-Benz right there.
Or an Audi.
Or an Audi.
Because Marvel really likes Audis.
Probably some partnership.
Oh yeah, since like the very first Iron Man movie.
Oh yeah, he that's all he drove.
Yeah.
I mean, would you expect anything less from almost the most richest man in the world?
Yeah, right up there with Black Panther, really.
Exactly.
I feel bad for Ryan Coogler and like all those guys because their movie is sandwiched between like the biggest Thor movie and like the biggest Avenger movie so far.
Yeah.
So it's like you're the intermission.
But
and this is also like the one I hear like all my friends talking about. Like, I'm just gonna skip Black Panther.
And I don't know, like, why? Why would they? What did they give you a reason on why they skipping Black Panther?
No, like I just see a bunch of my friends commenting on Facebook and be like, "Oh, Black Panther, I'll probably skip it. Wait for Infinity War." I'm just like, why? This is gonna be like the one you want to see. It's gonna be like your palate cleanser between Thor and Infinity War.
Because I mean, even sometimes with everything that's going on, you need to like. Of course, the story is going to be intertwined with the rest of the universe, but you just need to chill out for a second.
Yeah,
and just
you need your homecoming.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and you know what? I believe it's a lot of controversy with Black Panther because of who he is and the cast of characters that they have.
You mean how they're all superheroes, or
they're all black? That's it. I'm gonna go ahead and say it because they're all black. People feel so uncomfortable about it. They feel like it's not gonna be a great movie. It's gonna be one of the best single hero movies.
I don't know. Yeah, I think it'll be good, but I really wish we had that trailer already.
Yeah,
because just from the description, it sounds awesome.
Yeah,
Killmonger and Black Panther fighting off,
and I mean. It's not like as if they was like, oh, we're just going to throw in like any actors into this movie. They chose some of the best actors.
Yes, you got Michael B. Jordan.
Yes.
Chadwick Boseman. Forrest Whitaker.
Angela Bassett. I forgot, like Lupita, whatever her name is. Yes. Boom. I mean, all stars. I mean, they can't even use Idris Elba because, I mean, he's already in the universe. That's my go-to black guy. I'm sorry. I mean, put him in everything.
You can't use, Lawrence Fishburne going to be in Captain Marvel.
What?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, no, not Captain Marvel. I screwed up there. Lawrence Fishburne in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Okay, wow.
He's going to be Goliath.
Wow.
Which, let's just transition into that one right now.
Okay.
Because we had 2 casting announcements. Well, a few more, but not so big announcements.
Pretty much everything that he's going to say right now is extremely brand new to me.
Yeah. Michelle Pfeiffer is going to be Janet.
I seen like that as a Twitter post, and I was like, where did that even come from? Like, there was no article attached to it, so I'm like, okay. I took it as a grain of salt, but now, like, wow.
Yeah.
So, this is, like, still continuing on, like, quote-unquote present time, which also, no Ant-Man in Infinity War.
Yeah, it looks like that. It looks like he's kind of going to skip out on it.
We did see Falcon, though.
We saw everyone except Ant-Man and Captain Marvel. But we'll get to her later. But Ant-Man and Wasp. Oh, well, actually, War Machine was in the poster.
Yeah, he was in the poster.
Yeah, it looked like
it's going to probably take him a while to get to the battlefield.
No, maybe.
Yeah. No, not everybody got those good walking skills.
Yeah, well, he has a suit. You don't need to walk in a flying suit.
How great is that suit?
Well, we'll see in the movie.
Save his legs.
Oh, jeez. Well, spinal injuries. It's hard to get back from that. But yeah, Lawrence Fishburne as Goliath.
Wow.
That's like, why did I think of Goliath for this movie?
So, is he going to be a villain?
Yeah, I mean, if you have Ant-Man, Wasp, you already have Hank Pym, Scott Lang, Janet, she's already cast as Michelle Pfeiffer. Who do you have as a villain? Why not Larry Fishburne himself?
Yeah. I'm actually surprised about that. I mean, well, I'm not surprised that, Lawrence Fishburne is playing Goliath, which that is a great casting choice. But the fact that he's going to be the villain, because I'm like...
Well, not the fact, just the...
Yeah.
the possibility.
The possibility. But I mean, every Goliath in the comics was somewhat of a hero, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're using Hank Pym they're using Pym particles.
Yep.
Wonder what's going on with this. I mean, it's not like as if Hank Pym really have like a large cast of enemies.
Yeah. I mean, you can't have another thing of a guy stealing Pym particles and becoming a bad guy.
So what is it going to be like, just a kaiju fight?
That'd be sweet.
Pacific Rim all over again.
Yeah, Marvel Rim.
Yes.
Ant Rim. Pacific Ant.
No.
Nah. Well, we'll talk about Pacific Rim later in another video. We could do that later.
That'd be part 3.
Oh, yeah. But do you want to talk about Captain Marvel?
Okay, so Skrulls.
Yeah, apparently the main conflict is the Kree-Skrull War.
Fox
owns specific Skrulls, but the race is shared.
Okay. So I saw, but the Kree. No, we already had the Kree. We used them already.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am intrigued by this. What I am confused by, the 90s.
Yeah, it's the 90s. Nick Fury, Samuel Jackson Nick Fury, is her mentor.
Wow.
Apparently this is pre-eye patch.
Okay.
I don't know how they're going to CGI young Nick Fury.
I wonder if he's going to get the eye patch in this movie.
If he has no eye patch in it, he has to get it by the end of the movie.
Yeah.
People will be confused.
He'll finally explain how he got his eye patch.
Yeah.
Probably got accidentally blasted by Captain Marvel.
Yeah, because he says, is like, the last person I trust did this to me. Something like that.
Oh.
He said that in Winter Soldier.
It could have been Captain Marvel.
It could have been Captain Marvel. It could have been a Skrull pretending to be Carol.
Yeah.
And then we have the 90s. It's like a weird time period for this one.
It is, because it's one of those things where I feel like when you start creating new movies, especially with the timeline and how delicate it is, could you have left hints somewhere where, I mean, because of course they knew they were going to do Captain Marvel, but like, how are you going to explain that?
Here's my theory for why it's set so early. I think they're setting the groundwork or trying to do like a backdoor retcon to set up Secret Invasion.
Okay. I can see that happening. And that can pretty much be Phase 4?
Yeah. Like Phase 4 could, like after Avengers 4, you could just have all these possible Avengers, one of them being a Skrull.
I mean, what was it? Avengers Earth Mightiest Heroes?
That was their season 2.
Yeah. Like this was, wait a minute, did they even have the season 2?
Yeah, that was the season 2. Okay.
Yeah, and it could be like that, like at the end of like, you know, like I'm going to call it Infinity Gauntlet. I believe that's going to be the name for the 4th Avengers movie.
I think it's going to be Secret Wars.
Nah, it's too soon. It's too soon.
Because I was thinking Thanos could probably kill off everyone. And then part 2, Loki is kind of like, oh man, you have all this power in the world. What if you imagine that the heroes came back? Would they come back? And then do the whole thing from Secret Wars where Doctor Doom thinks that the heroes are alive. So then they must be alive. Because he's got all the power. I
mean, I still don't think like Mark Ruffalo could have leaked something that big, and Marvel does not, like, just take it as a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Maybe someone does die. One single person.
I think 2 people are gonna die.
Possibly 2.
I could see 2.
I mean, I count one of them as being Vision.
Actually, Paul Bettany, he was like, let's find out if the Vision would live without the gem in his head.
I mean, like you've actually talked about before, White Vision.
White Vision would be probably like the next step.
Yeah. But yeah, I can see possibly. I still say one person, but I think for this movie, like it's like, no, you got your one person in Guardians. This time we're going to kick it up a notch.
Yeah.
2 people.
2 or 3. I could see who's expendable.
Nebula.
Black Widow.
You know, possibly she's probably like, you know, I'm done with this.
Hawkeye.
He was not in any other trailers. I mean, he was not in the trailer.
Yeah, I'd say Hawkeye could get killed off.
I could see it like they don't. I mean, like they did with Yondu. No, like they did with Yondu. They didn't show him in the trailer, but like he was in a movie, and then out of nowhere, I could be like, oh no, I'm saying no, this is not about to happen.
I kind of want to see what kind of soundtrack is going to play in.
Yeah. I mean, before it was like, okay, let's see. I mean, most soundtracks we really don't care about, but when it comes down to Guardians, we know it's a kick-ass soundtrack. So I'm like, now that they're part of the Avengers, quote unquote, how's their music going to be?
Yeah, at least one Peter Quill scene where he plays a song. Peter's like, well, I've never heard that song before. That's really neat.
And Tony could be like, wait a minute. Is this
How
dude
have you never
like,
heard the Bee Gees?
I can see Tony like, wait a minute, is this dude like stuck in the 90s or something?
No, the 80s, 70s, really.
Yeah.
But speaking of stuck in the 90s, let's get back to Carol Danvers.
Yeah, so...
Did you see the suit?
Yeah, I've seen the suit. I like the suit. It's pretty good. Now, my main question is... I mean, Secret Invasion setup, they'll be perfect. It can actually almost explain, like, the whole, like, Hydra situation. Like, how come, like, they stayed alive for so long, even when, like, they thought Captain America ended them back in, like, what, the 70s?
What do you mean when Captain America ended them in the 40s?
Oh, the 40s. Yeah, I had to go back a couple more, decades. But my question is, where would she fit at in present day?
That's a good question.
Because it's one of those things of, was she just,
Not age?
Not only that, I mean, well, it depends on, like, this, quote-unquote, she has cosmic powers, correct?
She has powers from Captain Marvel, like Marvel. I don't know. See, this is another thing. Like Secret Invasion, they had cryo-frozen some heroes.
Oh, okay.
So I think, like, if they replace Carol, if they do a switcheroo, she could just be frozen like Bucky and Cap and every other hero you want to go to a new time period.
Oh, I mean, that could possibly happen. Or, she get her powers by experimenting with Kree blood, and pretty much one of the things that come with that is probably, like, immortality or, like, extended longevity.
Yeah, basically. Oh, yeah.
They
could talk about that on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, it could pretty much be like the super soldier serum, where, like, she just aged slowly, extremely slow. I mean, we're talking about 10 years. Like, I don't really think, 20 years.
By the time she gets a sequel, will be like 30 years.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but, like, to the sequel of the fourth Avengers movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been like 40 years.
30.
Well, it's the 90s.
30.
Yeah. Wait a minute, has it? Yeah. Ooh. God, I'm getting old.
That's okay, Charles. That's okay.
Yeah, so it could actually be like 30 years. And you know what? She could have, like, said, I've stayed out of this because bad things have happened. But seeing a world-changing threat, I mean, like, even like what's that, Jatari?
You know who I thought could be in this movie?
Who?
Nova. Richard Rider Nova, too. Because if you notice in some of the concept art, it looks like one of the Kree has, like, a Nova helmet?
Yeah, and it'll be a perfect way to explain, like, the real Nova Corps.
Not the one from Guardians, which is just like a bunch of kind of dorks in costumes.
Yes, I was really upset about that. But, I feel like that'd be the perfect time to actually introduce Richard Rider if they are going to put, like, the real Novas inside of the MCU. Because, I mean, giving him his own movie, I don't feel like he's popular enough or mainstream enough to have his own movie.
Yeah, but he'd be perfect for, like, a cosmic movie, whether it's Guardians or Captain Marvel or maybe even, like, a spin-off. What could be, like, a good spin-off?
Guardians.
Just Guardians Volume 3.
He could be added. He could be introduced then. Also, will we be getting... I don't think it'll be in this one. I believe it'd probably be in, like, the fourth Avengers movie. I feel like that's when, like, all hands will be on deck. Anything up until, like, now, it'll be thrown into that movie.
Hopefully Defenders, too.
Yes. I feel bad because, like, we're supposed to be talking about Captain Marvel, but we keep jumping back to Avengers.
Because we don't know that much yet.
Yeah, but it's, like, the biggest thing out there. And it's, like, from this trailer, we just have to take... From this leak trailer, we have to take what we've seen and just expand with that, but also look towards the future. Adam Warlock is still a possibility. I feel like he could be introduced towards, like, somewhere towards the end.
I think James Gunn was, like, sincere when he said he's only going to be in Volume 3.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. But I'm also excited that James Gunn wrote lines for the Guardians, so it feels like his writing.
Yeah, I'm glad he did that, because, one, I didn't know that, which, that's a plus, because I feel like they'll be out of character.
Yeah, like, the way they are, I'm glad that the team is going to end, like, this current team is going to end in Volume 3 when he leaves.
Yeah, because he's like, this is my team. I don't want you guys screwing up anything.
Yeah, I don't want to share. I mean, I'll share, but I'll write all their lines.
Yes, but Captain Marvel, I'm looking forward to it. I like what I've seen now with concept art. I guess the dealing with the scrolls. I want to see how that, like, plays out to, like, the bigger universe of, yeah, this took place, like, roughly, like, 20 years ago. So let's see where it comes from that.
Yeah. Well, the timeline's already pretty messed up because you have the weirdness of the Guardians movies still being in 2014.
But they self-contained, so it's kind of one of those things where it's like, you never know where their adventures take place.
And then Thor apparently is 2 years after Age of Ultron.
Ragnarok?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then,
yeah, I did notice that too.
the 8-year gap between Avengers and Homecoming, but then I feel like all of Phase 1 happened like within a year.
Yeah.
The way they're setting it up.
It's like how pretty much in DC, like Batman, and like he just had 5 Robins in like 5 years.
Yeah, well, that's some rebirth nonsense where Dr. Manhattan stole time, so...
He was like, you're not gonna need these 10 years.
Yeah, take that away from you.
Yeah, like, let's just see where Captain Marvel goes. They haven't even started filming yet. They've just been throwing out concept art, so let's just go from there.
Yeah, we don't even know what the suit is finally going to look like. We have concept art.
They're not even explaining, like, her powers, how she gets them, so...
It was described as... Well, an early description was basically like, it's Green Lantern, but Marvel.
Oh, okay. I don't know exactly what that means, but
yeah.
I guess we could just go from there.
I guess so.
So what's next on the list?
The next thing is kind of wonky. We have 2 Fox spin-offs.
Oh.
Well, we have 3 Fox movies.
We're leaving Disney Marvel and we're going somewhere else.
Yeah, we're leaving Disney Marvel, going to Fox Marvel.
Ugh.
Gambit is apparently still on the table.
I don't care.
And then we have...
In my worst Black Panther impression, I don't care.
That's about as bad. Well, I could do a worse one, but... And then we have a Franklin Richards possible spin-off on the table.
They can't even get a Fantastic Four movie right, let alone trying to do a spin-off. But you know what? They want to keep the rights. They can keep digging the hole that they're in.
Yep. And for the final apparent spin-off, Doctor Doom, written by the guy who's currently running Legion.
Now, the guy who currently writing Legion, who's going to do the Doctor Doom movie, when you told me this earlier, a little part of me, I had to dig down in the crevices of my brain. It was like, I know he's working, like, he's part of a studio that's working well with Marvel, Disney Marvel, because they partner up for Legion. The question that I'm wondering is, what if he's, because I haven't seen Legion, but from everyone who did watch it, even non-comic book fans, they say it's pretty good.
It is pretty good, and I'm glad it's getting a season 2.
What if he's doing Doctor Doom and like pretty much like I hate to even think like this and it's so silly, he's a secret spy for Disney Marvel and he's doing Doctor Doom and he's doing them so well, so eventually it can be like, well, that's a good character, you don't mind if we use him just in one of our movies, in one of our movies.
Yeah.
Possibly Doctor Strange too.
I don't want to believe in silly conspiracies, but I would love a Doctor Doom, Doctor Strange team up.
But you never know. You never know. Like, in all the years that we've been watching Marvel movies, when, like, the first Iron Man, did you ever think Spider-Man was going to come?
Never.
And it's one of those...
I love those fan-made trailers from, like, 2007.
Yes.
Where they put Ultimate Alliance with, like, all the live-action Marvel movies.
And, like, I'm glad we have them, but we kind of did so well without him that it was like, I think we could have did good without him.
But I'm so glad he's here.
Oh yeah, it's like that one friend where you're just like, he always flaking on us, but he shows up to the party and everybody's like, yes, he finally came.
Hey guys, hey everyone. Cap, I'm a big fan.
So yeah, I think that's what's going on. It's just, me with my tinfoil hat on, but I feel like that could possibly happen.
I would love if that happened. I would love a good partnership between Fox and Marvel.
Because they're slowly working together. And I think that's like the first step where they've done so well with their movies. And I honestly think that because of the success that they have, other studios, unlike Universal, who just won't ever do a like standalone Hulk movie, which we kind of don't need.
And it's just the way they operate. They're so old school Hollywood.
Or, as Mike Ruffalo said, they don't want to make any money.
Yeah, they're afraid of money.
But I think they've seen the success of the movies that they're like, okay, I think we can get in on something that's like, this flow of cash. Because the fan base is strong. Even people who are not comic book fans, they love these movies. They try to... There are some people who can deny it and like, I don't like these movies. But yet, you keep spending the money to go and see them in theaters. Like, at the end of the day, you're still investing in them. So, let's just see where it goes from here.
Let's just see where it goes. Is that all the Marvel news you want to talk about?
I don't know if you even had this on the news.
I did not.
Defenders trailer.
Defenders, Earth's not so mighty heroes.
Yes, we kind of got two. The one with like the Stan Lee narration, which I kind of really enjoyed. Like that touched me in a very special spot.
Just to hear Stan Lee right now.
Yes. And I'm wondering, like, when that was put together, because, like, it was done with, like, a lot of emotion from him.
Yeah.
Like, it was more of, he done it because that's how he truly felt, not because, hey, I'm getting paid to do this.
He's always, like, very sincere when it comes to his interviews or, like, where he does narration. He's always been very energetic and also very, like, just, I created this, so I have to, if I don't care, then no one's going to care. I should care the most about my own universe. And that's always Stan Lee.
And that's one thing I can't say that, like, I enjoy about having him around still, that he do care about the properties and the time that he invested into just his cameos alone just let me know, you know what, he's not some guy who's sitting back and collecting a check. He cares. He
really wants to be involved. And Defenders trailer. Do you want to talk about the story one?
Yes. Like, wow, they've revealed some more stuff. Like, it's 8 episodes. So
I'm sad that this is 8 episodes, not 12.
You know, we've got a bad record though.
Yeah.
All of the series, sadly, Iron Fist, which I would not include, they were all great, but it's just like, after like 8 episodes, some like that last arc, it's always like some side arc that really didn't need to be thrown in.
It's like this in the background kind of thing going on, especially with Iron Fist. You had like Harold Meacham, and then he was gone, and then he came back, and it was like, why?
And it was like, Luke Cage. It was really good until, like, you know, the whole him going to a laboratory and all this other stuff. But the trailer, it was good.
Yeah. Oh my. Do you want to talk about Sigourney Weaver kind of mentoring Elektra into being like this weird ninja assassin?
Yes.
Like, not assassin, but like a ruler of Hell's Kitchen?
Yeah, I just feel like, wow, that's like, when you said that, like, she's so powerful because she got this large company, but her, like, ideas are so small. Hell's Kitchen? Not the world?
I mean, you gotta take some... It's Soul of New York. Yeah. I think it's the target, but Hell's Kitchen is, like, the base of operations.
I guess baby steps.
Yeah.
But yeah, just seeing how, like, she react to her, and I guess, like, Elektra have no memory whatsoever. I feel like she doesn't.
Maybe. Well, she's reluctant.
Yeah. I could either that or she just don't have any memory.
Yeah.
Because, this is not the same process. I feel like her process of revival is not the same process that, like, other people have went through.
She's probably got a demon inside her.
Yeah.
Like in Shadowland.
Because they even showed, what's her name's teacher again? From,
You mean Stick?
No, not Stick. Iron Fist. His love interest.
Oh, yeah. The Colleen.
Yeah, Colleen Wing. Showed her teacher again, which I believe he was murdered.
Yeah. The hand guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they didn't kill him.
Oh.
At the end of Iron Fist, they didn't kill him.
Okay.
So he'll probably come back.
Yeah, so this is pretty much good. I like how it's like a continuation of like everyone's story. Luke Cage, he's out of prison. Daredevil still doing the same old thing.
Jessica's still an alcoholic.
Yeah. Danny Rand, I guess he finally learned the ways of the current world.
Yeah, apparently Frank is back. He had a nice bulletproof vest with a skull on it.
Oh, I didn't see. Wait a minute, what?
That's in the Stan Lee one.
Okay, I listened to it, but I didn't watch it. It was playing in the background.
Yeah. Well, the Stan Lee one is cool and had like that one Frank image, and I was like, oh god. But the story one is a lot better because it had everyone more or less in their costumes. You had Luke in a hoodie with like the yellow and black. Danny, he's kind of in his costume. He's got like the open chest look.
Yeah.
Jessica, she
blouse.
Yeah. And then you had Daredevil in the costume. He's the only one with the costume.
Yeah, which is it? It didn't look like the same one. It looked like it was some more altercations done to him.
Yeah, it looks redder.
Yeah, I guess it was like throw some more red in it.
Yeah, throw a lot more red.
Yeah.
I mean, his season 3 is coming out next year. You have Jessica Jones coming out next year. Luke Cage season 2 is coming out, and apparently Iron Fist confirmed for season 2.
All in like 2018? Well, probably Daredevil and Jessica.
Yeah, I could see Luke. Luke could
Possibly.
Get one too. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think we're going to get another season of Defenders anytime soon.
Did you hear Lucy Liu is directing the first episode?
Whoa.
Yeah, of season 2 for Luke Cage.
Where has she been all this time?
Apparently learning how to direct.
Wow. I'm kind of excited to see how this goes.
Yeah.
But I guess that's it for all our Marvel news.
Yeah, it's a fun San Diego Comic-Con for Marvel.
Yeah.
I could say one of the best they've had. Last year was kind of disappointing.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was just... Only reason it was so exciting because of Infinity War.
Yeah.
That we're now talking about a grand scale movie. Everything, like I've said at the beginning, 22 movies. Was it 22 or 20?
I think 22 the fourth movies. One is 22.
Yeah, 22 movies. Remember the fourth one? 20 movies. 10 years.
10 solid years of Marvel.
Whoa, it'll be 11 years when that movie is released.
Yeah. Well, next year's 10. The year after that, 11. And then it'll keep going on.
It's a strong... I mean, God, I can't remember... I can still remember when I first seen Iron Man in theaters.
Yeah, I was like a freshman.
Yeah, I was just a little boy. I wasn't.
You could be like Tom Holland. I remember going with my mates to see the first Iron Man movie.
But to see it lead up to this, I mean, of course, it's going to blow anything that's been shown the last 5 years out of the water.
Oh yeah, it's right up there with Justice League right now. The hype for both is pretty amazing.
Yeah,
and you guys should tune in next time for our DC.
Is that part 2 of San Diego Comic-Con?
That's part 2 of San Diego Comic-Con. We got DC, all the movies, a few of the comics things. We didn't talk about comics for Marvel because everything kind of sucks right now.
Yeah.
But if you would like to subscribe to our channel, you could. To keep up with all our videos, podcasts, reviews, all that good stuff. You could also leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all that great stuff.
And to keep the lights on, because they're off right now.
Yeah, the lights are off. Somehow this microphone is powered by magic and not electricity.
And willpower.
We have a hamster on a wheel. Andrea's whipping the hamster with a tiny little whip.
Yes, and Dan feeds it tiny little meals.
Yeah, we have a weird setup here. But if you listen to our podcast, maybe we can get a better setup.
No, please, listen. Just the like, that's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
Share, comment. Comments are important too.
Tell your friends.
Tell your enemies.
Tell your mom.
Tell your dad. If you don't have a dad, tell your stepdad.
Yeah, stepdad loves comics.
Tell your mom's boyfriend. Tell Richard.
Who's Richard?
Your mom's boyfriend.
I'm not even going to go into the jokes that would be super inappropriate for this moment right now.
Yeah, well, Richard Grayson. Alright, I'm Marco.
I'm Charles.
We'll see you guys next time.
See ya.
Peace.